everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy, and if you can't tell, it's a preview of what I'm going to talk about today. It is about that time of year where people all over the world gather in one place called Coachella Music Festival. It is a music festival that was created back in, I don't even know when, but like it was created, and it's held in Coachella Valley in California. Over the years, it's gathered a lot of people from everywhere, from all over the world, and I'm glad to say that I was able to attend it last year. But there was a lot of stuff that I learned from that first experience, and I did go as a solo cellist. Solo cello. Anyway, it was like a solo cello. What a solo cello is, basically you're solo, like you go to Coachella by yourself. And I think from that experience, I actually really loved it. I get to meet new people. I've also I was more free to express myself and like talk to other people. Whereas like I feel like in the group, you're kind of like not constricted, like you're in that group and like, it's just different feeling. So through my experience from my first Coachella, I want to share to you the 5 tips I would give you for first time Coachella goers. So, first tip is I would go on Spotify every year. I think almost every year. Even last year they did this. They made a playlist of ones. I'll show you real quick. If you go to Spotify, they have a playlist of like Coachella lineups. This one's I don't think this one can show you, but this is a Coachella lineup of 2024. But I am that type of person where I listen to music. I've heard that music, but I don't know the artist. That was one thing that I regretted last year. Like DPR Ian, I don't even know. He was there, but I knew his music. I wanted to go if I could, but I really just forgot. I was not set for Coachella. It was overwhelming, guys. I'm just telling you straight out. My first year, it was amazing, but also overwhelming. So this year I've decided to make another set of playlists. I call it Coachella 2024 to go. So I know which artists, I would associate the artist with that music, and now I can just go back to this playlist and be like, oh, which one is that? Play it. Boom. Now you know which song is which, Because last year too, Metro Boomin. Metro Boomin, I don't know. But that guy, I was like, I knew most of his songs. But I don't know who was playing it or who the artist was. That's my downfall of Coachella last year. I did not know the artists. There was also that Punjabi artist. I was like, my roommate back in Davis, she was Punjabi, and she was like, did you go to him? And I was like, no, but what's his songs? She played it, and I was like, god damn, I know those songs. Well, I was like, oh my god, why didn't I go? So now I've learned. I made a playlist, and it's a good segue to tip number 2. Circle out your artists. I grabbed my iPad. I just have my iPad handy. No matter what you want to do, print the lineup up, save it on your phone and circle it out. I don't know what you want to do, but this is what I'm doing right now because I know that I'm gonna just forget that they exist, if that makes sense. It's bad, I know, but I'm just telling you straight out. And this is also a good example of what this little playlist helped me to do. So you can see that the black ones are oh, I bought the tickets for these artists, right? Like Lana Del Rey, Lil Uzi, Bizarre, Tyler, Yoasobi, Peggy Go, Tinashe. I saw those names and I was like, oh, I want to watch them. You know what I mean? Yours truly, Doja right there, down there. And the second one, if you can see those green squares or rectangles, those are the ones that I've figured out from listening to the playlist, the lineup playlist, and I was like, oh, they're dope. I want to watch them. I did not know they were there until I listened to that playlist, the lineup playlist, and then I moved them, or I moved them to my my Coachella 2024 to go playlist that I like, oh yeah, that's the artist I want to go. Oh, that's the artist I want to go. You know what I mean? Like, look, I wouldn't have known this artist until I listened to her and I was like, oh, her music's dope. And I would have remembered it if I didn't put it in my playlist. So, yeah, like, this guy just is, I don't want to butcher him, but that guy, I knew most of his songs, but I didn't know he was the artist, you know? Like, unless it's like people I've actually followed, like Doja, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I clearly wanted to see her, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of them are just like, especially with now with TikTok going around, like, I was like, oh my God, like, it's Kenya Grace. Kenya Grace's Stranger song, I think. I was like, I did not know she was a singer. And I was like, I'm so glad that I'm doing this year because like I would have missed her because I didn't know that she was the singer of that song, you know what I mean? So that is my tip number 2. I would like, I am just nerdy this year just because I've missed a lot last year that and I regretted it. And another thing that I'm doing this year is it's not out yet, so I'm not doing it yet. But this is how I will strategize. This is how I will strategize this year, because last year I was a newbie. I had zero experience in like festivals here. I've done festivals back home, but that was back home and I was with my friends, so I was like whatever, you know, I'll just do whatever, enjoy the vibe and stuff like that, right? But this time it's like it's different. I was like I have to be strategic about this. I know what I want and like I gotta be, you know, I gotta think about it, right? So like last year, this is last year's schedule. This is what what I'm gonna do this year. Okay, you know what? I'll, you know, go with me through this process, right? Say I want to watch Bad Bunny, right? I will circle Bad Bunny. This is what this, mind you, disclaimer. This is last year's, so don't like think about it as last year's, okay? Like don't think about this. Like this is just last year's. This is I'm using it last year's to be I'm using last year's schedule to make an example because this year the schedule is not out yet and they usually release it like a day before or 2 days before. So this is why like it's a really up to you process of doing this. Just I'm just doing this because I know that last year I messed a lot up, so I'm doing this year. That's one I'm like going through the schedule too. I'm like Sasha Sloan was there and I was like I wanted to go to her like if I can, but I didn't know she was there because I wasn't doing this, you know? So learn guys. Young Blonde too. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay. I'm not gonna like oh okay, mind you, this is just roughly. I'm just gonna show you what I'm gonna do this year because I've missed out last year and I think this will really help me this year. So see, this is like the 12 a.m. So this is the start and this is the end. I would like circle out what I want and go through and see like do you see this? Like they have 7 different stage in one area where you can go to freely. So that is why I feel like strategizing where you want to go is some smart move just because yo, look at this overlaps. Like I know there are overlaps, but then once you see the map, it kind of is close together, but like still. So there's like overlaps and stuff like that, and like there, you know, like this really would have like helped me a lot last year to like determine where I'm gonna go. So this year, that's what I'm doing. So yeah, that's. I'm sorry if that's too much information, but like, just that's what I personally would do. So yeah, that concludes tip number 2. Tip number 3 would be hydration, guys. Don't forget to hydrate yourself. I think it's a given, so I don't think I would put that as a tip. Cause like, yo, it's a desert town. Like, I would get something like this, like the hydro bags, where you like, you know, you can put water in it in the back. I know it doesn't look too good usually for festivals, but you can get like good ones or like festival looking ones from Sojourner. I think that's what the brand's called. Yeah, you can get like fancy ones or like festival looking ones from Sojourner. I might have a discount code. I will link it down below if I do. But yeah, Sojourner is the way to go. Or any hydration pack you want. Or like hydration backpack you want. I'm not gonna judge, but hydration is important, guys, because the heat wave there is no kidding. I brought a fan, like a handheld fan. I used it in this picture, and it helped us a bunch. Like, so I ended up going with a group, like meeting up with a group, because we shared an Airbnb. So basically with those people, we shared a fan, and that was really helpful because the fan, the heat was like, There was even one point where somebody used like water mist on us. That was how hot it was. But yeah, so kind of like a side tip, hydration. I want to move on the third tip. The third tip is plur. If you don't know what it is, I don't want to say educate yourself with the term plur, because I didn't even know the term plur until after my first Coachella, until I was talking to my brother. He is a big festival fan back in the day, and I was talking to him about like, oh my gosh, everybody there was so kind, was so nice and everything, and he told me about plur. And what plur is acronym for peace, love, unity, and respect. Those are like here, let me just read it from Google because I don't want to, give false information. So basically, plur is a mantra embraced by some popular culture communities, especially those associated with rave and electronic dance music events. Ravers making new friends in the spirit of plur. It does say like electronic dance music events, but like I feel like plur also kind of is like a common culture in Coachella too, just because everybody there I met was very nice. It was really nice, very welcoming and all that stuff. And just so you know, if you're alone, if you're a solo cellars, I think that's what they call themselves. I don't even know. But yeah, if you go there solo, don't be worried. Everybody's got you. Everybody was so kind. So the people I house with too, they were like so concerned about everybody. Like, oh, stay cold. Not stay cold. What did they say? Don't forget to hydrate. Like everybody will remind you to hydrate, and like, oh yeah, they'll fan you and stuff like that. Cover you if you're like feeling faint and stuff like that. It was amazing. I have some clips that I can show you of people embracing the culture of plur.
Tell us to move, we will do it. Awesome! Great, thank you so much. You're awesome.
Cool people. You can say hi.
Hello.
There you go. You can see yourself, right? Alright, there you go.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Okay. Day 2. So you are a vlogger.
No, I'm not.
The YouTube
Watch,
video.
I bet you she is.
No,
I bet you she's lying and is like, has like a million.
No, I don't. Do you think they would have if the yeah?
I think Blackpink so far is the only K-pop girls.
Yeah.
That's at least headlined Coachella.
Yeah, that's true. You wanna say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Alright. Here you go.
Sorry, thank you.
Hey, all good.
Oh!
What? I don't want it. It is.
Now you'll remember.
Yeah. I know, like this. The lights. There you go.
Oh, real one.
The ball plan.
Of course.
Alright.
I'm helping out my
Lives in New York and she bailed on me. That's why I found these awesome people too. I was like last minute. Yeah.
GoPro on you?
Yeah. You wanna say hi? It's like, you already said hi.
This is a 360 cam.
Oh, can't be a 360. I'm shy now. I'm shy now, bro. My GoPro's like shy.
It faces away.
Yeah, my GoPro's like, oh no. Is it worth it at 360, you think? Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna invest in one.
It's cool to have family your age.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that is the culture of plur, guys. Like, so I just want to mention this in my 5 tips because like maybe not a lot of people understand that, that culture, and like why, like some people might be like, why are you guys so kind? But that is the reason. It's a common thing that we do in like festivals where we keep each other, where we care for each other, even though feel like I don't know, I personally feel like after my first Coachella, we're just one big family. Like those people around me, we're just one big family. They're really nice and stuff like that. They're really, really nice. So I just want to share the culture of Plur because, like, as a first time Coachella goers, I feel like y'all should know that and like respect the culture of Plur, so we don't, mess it up or anything. Because there was one case recently, but I don't want to get into that. But yeah, there's one case where they kind of destroyed that culture, which is sad to see. So I just want to put it out there. So don't forget about Plur. Moving on to tip number 4, walking. Get ready to walk a lot. A lot. When I say a lot, I mean it. Like a lot, a lot. It's not your usual 1 mile walk. No. 1 mile would probably get you to another, probably just a lemonade stand or something. It's honestly, Coachella was really huge. That's all I can tell you. It's a really big venue, mind you. Mind you, Coachella is held in a 78-acre polo club. 78 acre. There's a reason why there are 7 stages, and from each stage you really cannot hear the other stage, if that makes sense. So if you're like in say you're in the Coachella stage, because that's where the headliners are. Coachella stage is where the headliners are usually are at, and say Coachella and outdoor is like next to each other in the map, right? You really cannot hear anything from Coachella stage to the outdoor stage. Although even though Coachella stage is really big, you really cannot hear anything from Coachella stage for a certain reason. And that is because from one stage to another, it's very far. It's not just far, but like also the sound system is like, centralized, but again, from one stage to one stage is kind of far, relatively far. So I advise you to just be prepared to walk a lot. Get comfortable shoes. Use a comfortable shoes. If not comfortable shoes, like just be mindful that walking is a big factor in Coachella. Tip number 4 is just get ready to walk, because it's a literal desert, y'all. The first day going home, I blew my nose to a tissue, and the tissue was black, y'all. That was all from the desert, from the sand and the dirt coming in, because it's just pure dry desert. I don't want to scare you like that, but I'm just putting it out there just so you guys know that Coachella is a literal desert. It's a music festival in the middle of a literal desert. So yeah, I came home the first night. I blew my nose, like black snot just started coming out, and I like combed through my hair. Oh, don't get me started with the hair. I like touched my hair and I felt like it's not even greasy. It's like sticky, muddy. I just can't. The feeling was not good. It's like, I don't even know. I can't even tell you how it feels like. Just really is. It was really icky and I did not like it. But the experience was fun. So, right? So, this video has gotten long enough. Tip number 5 is just have fun. That is it. Have fun, enjoy yourself in the event, and be yourself. Have fun. It's a music festival, for God's sake. You're there to see the artist. It's amazing. I love Coachella. One tip, don't go to Coachella if you don't want to get addicted. That's what I can tell you. I really love my experience in Coachella. I've made some festival friends. I think we're meeting. We were planning to meet. We were planning to meet in EDC, but I didn't have the funds for EDC yet this year. So maybe next year. Fingers crossed. But yeah, so that's it, guys. Those 5 tips. 1, listen to the playlist lineup. 2, make a playlist of the songs you like from that lineup playlist. 3, hydration and plur. 4, get ready for walks. And 5, have fun. Enjoy Coachella. So if you're in weekend 2 and you see me, I probably have a GoPro right here. That's how I got those videos of people having fun. Don't be shy to come up and say hi. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.